Hello and welcome to Led by Passion. Today you're with me, your host, Addis. Today we're going to be interviewing a very special person with a very special product which is grown right here in Zambia. Today we are with Nick. Nick, welcome.
Thank you very much, Addis. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, so it's very nice to find that young people in Zambia are actually using our very own natural resources. So first of all, I want you to tell us a little bit about you and your partners, because I believe you're in a partnership.
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, I'm a guy with a beard and a cape on. No, I'm joking. We come from a company called Fidana Group Limited. It's a company that my friends and I came up together. It's actually dealing in agriculture. We have a whole plan set up for our growth, but we just decided to start rolling out with food processing, and we decided to start with baobab.
Okay, so what exactly prompted you to go for this particular product?
All right, that's a good question, because we're looking at the current trends in this generation, and right now health is the one that's stopping. So we wanted to find out to do something that we could help out with, because personally, or as a group, we believe in not doing anything if you do not have the passion for it. We believe in not making a dime of something if it does not benefit the masses out there. And so we wanted to find something that's more already in tune with our culture. Of course, this is called Vibuyu, but people haven't just been given the awareness of what this actually has and what it can do to a human body. I'll give you this example to say that these trees live up to 6,000 years, and people and scientists keep on looking for anti-aging products, but there is a tree that stands the test of time. So that should tell you something, that the benefits that it has longevity, it has anti-aging substances in it. So we just wanted to make it readily available to the people out there. So for us, this is more of a passion even before we make the money. So we wanted to give back to our people out there.
Okay, that's really interesting. So how did you come up, where do you really find your products?
We have collection depots around the country. So far we've set up in Luangwa. We've also set up in Chirundu. Now we're also going to set up in Savonga, because this is where these trees predominantly grow here in Zambia. So we have collection depots, we have locals there who pick the fruit for us. Then when they have enough, they take them to, we create some sort of cooperative with the locals there. So they take to one place where they're supposed to drop them off, and when they're enough, we pay them off, and we pick up the fruit.
Okay, so I understand, because this is a Zambian fruit and we've known this from childhood, and almost everybody knows this, and then people don't know how to get to this point. We just go to the market and then we just buy it and then we consume it, and then you've actually turned it into a business. So what procedures exactly, or how do you work with the fruit from the point of pick for it to be a finished product which looks very nice like this?
Well, if I told you the whole process, you have to sign an NDA first of all. I'm joking. But we developed our own machinery.
Okay.
With my partners and my friends and I, we developed our own machinery that actually takes the powder from the seeds. So right now it's just a trade secret of how we do that, because we're still working on a patent on how we can work around it to secure ourselves and the intellectual property that we've put into it. But once that is ready, I'm sure we'll be here and we'll disclose all that.
Okay, so you're saying you developed this machine. So are you telling me there's no machine out there here in Zambia which can do the work, or exact machine that is doing the same work as this one?
As far as our research has gone, as far as our hands could reach or our minds could reach, we haven't found any that could do what we wanted, because most of the ones that we found were they either crush the whole seed and they leave some particles inside that a little bit chewy when you're drinking. So we wanted just the powder itself, So we went through different processes until we came up with one that worked out perfectly for us. So we're still developing it, because right now it's just a little bit slow because it's in its infant stages of development. Yeah.
Okay, so you said the other machineries like they'll crush with the seeds and everything. So your product, what else do you put in here when after you go through the process of crushing? Do you have any other ingredients in it, or?
No, this is 100% organic and natural. Just as is, we don't add anything, we don't subtract anything. We just get that same pod. It's as good as you buying that pod from the market and just eating. But then there is that vigorous process of cracking it. And if you remember eating this stuff as a child, when you are sucking them from the pod, they'll burn your tongue.
Yeah.
At some point you get. So we just make this readily available for everybody.
Okay, so to help the youths out there, because now you're talking about creating your own machinery, and so if there's someone out there who is interested into doing something like this type of business, when we talk about figures, what kind of capital have you guys put in, like from the start to where your business is at right now?
Okay, that's another good question that many young people need to understand from the get-go. Once you have the passion, the next thing is the idea. That's the next big thing is the idea. And after the idea, it's the most important thing, follow through. There is no amount of money that could ever pay for your dreams, but only your passion can do it. You know what I mean? We can't really say we put in millions into this. It's nothing. It's just something that you could we just thought about it, saw the best ways about it, and we had to make sure that we're all in one mind when doing it. We love what we want to do, and we love what we're doing, and we're trying to move away from that structure where I'm speaking for us. I'm not speaking for anybody out there, but I hope it inspires somebody. We want to move away from that idea where I make some money today and tomorrow I'm no more. We want longevity. We want legacy. You know, and legacy is only built around when you understand to say that you might not even be there when that thing grows. We can talk about Colgate, we can talk about Coca-Cola, we can talk about so many things. We have to talk about legacy. Me, I want my child and his child and that other person's child, and he's just like that to find this product. So there is no amount that you can put to this. To what you want to do, you always find a way and you always find means. Go work the lawn, go do odd jobs, whatever it is, as long as you have a passion for something, you will raise that money and do what you want to do. So having no money is an excuse.
So tell us a little bit more about this partnership, the people you're working with, and if they don't mind you mentioning their names, how you ended up being partners, who approached who, is it one mind thing, like I have this idea, I also have this idea, or?
All right, yeah, that's really good. You know, I feel business is more like marriage. For it to work, you gotta be friends. And for that friendship to work, you have to have one mind as well. You know, one mind not meaning that one person says this and everybody goes. One mind being understanding how divergent you are, but being cohesive at the same time. Yeah. So I have a friend, a long-time friend. We're together from college, Don Fidelis. We started this together. There's one time, the story behind this is funny, because we've been on a number of ventures together. Yeah. So one time, we were sitting in the living room. It was late in the night. We were sitting in the living room. Then he was like, "Bro, I've got an idea. It's rough, but I want you to think about it." I was like, "Okay." Like, I share the idea. I was like, "No, let me show it." So he drew a diagram, then showed me what I thought of the process. Then he did it manually, and it worked. So from there, he provided the skeleton. Then we just had to add that meat to it. Then from then on, we wanted to see who we're gonna add and work with. Basically, it's just our partners. We're just a bunch of brothers. Just a bunch of brothers, yeah, who are fighting for the same goal to make a difference.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges that you can share with the youths out there? Because some people have ideas, but they're so scared to share with friends, or they don't know who to share it with. How would you encourage these people to maybe identify the right people, or how to reach out and approach a friend for a business venture?
Yeah, as simple as that may sound, that's like really a very big question. Yeah. Because we've been victims of being ripped off by friends ourselves, you know, like 2-3 products, some are even out there. We've been ripped off by friends. So I think I started off to say that a partnership is like marriage. You know, you need to go through something with somebody for you to understand that you can go through the distance with that person. You know, you're able to understand to say that no matter what happens, even if I close my eyes, this guy will guide me to where I'm supposed to go, and vice versa. We're supposed to speak one language. You know what I mean? Business is good just like that. But once a little money start coming in, that's when a lot of people's characters is exposed. So it has to be a lot about character as opposed to reputation. You know, everybody can have a reputation, but very few people can have character, and you can't hide character. So if you are set to start something with somebody, make sure that their character is in check. And with that person, the challenges that we face mostly is a youthful mind. That's the biggest challenge. By me saying a youthful mind is that as youths we're really sporadic. You know, today you wake up, you want to do this. Tomorrow you wake up, you want to do that. You don't want to stick to what you believe in. You know, just because maybe bills are pressing, because bills do press. You know, like we have responsibilities, but then at that particular moment, what you're doing is not giving you money. You want to put it on hold and search after what you're doing. Your business does not grow. You need to know that, put a plan across. If it means, like me and my friends, there'll be times we lawn the mower, we lawn the grass, do whatever it is to sustain what we believe in, you know, because like I said again at the beginning, there is no price enough for what you want to do. If you want to see what you're working on succeed, you just need to put your hands in it. Then the other thing that also kills us as young people is we're so in tune with wanting a white-collar job. You know, like there are many people out there who have qualifications, but they just sit at home because they just seated and just waiting to get that white-collar job. You know, so there is a stigma around there's a stigma going around where people do not see you driving a certain car, not wearing a certain suit. They think you're not making it. You see, that's where the problem is. So that's why I say the biggest problem is the youthful mind. So once you get beyond that, then you can achieve anything because you use the tenacity of youthfulness to fight through anything.
Okay, so you mentioned something about where you and your friends go to extreme, to lawn mowers and all that. So what other things can you say you've put into this for this product to come to life? What other journeys or little things in the background that you have to do to make sure that the product comes to this finished product that it is at?
Yeah, just like looking at it, there is packaging. We actually ordered these packages from South Africa. Okay. Yes, because around we couldn't find anything that would match to what we wanted. But then all the stickers and everything, we do it in-house. So meaning all those are overheads, they need money, you know. We do have skills, like I'm an accountant by profession, and also computer science by profession, but I use those skills that I learned from college to raise money to run through with this. And same with my partners. They've gone through school, but we just don't have formal employment. So we're stuck believing in what we're doing.
Okay, that's really, really encouraging, because most people, they just want to sit back and look for those jobs instead of using whatever little they have to bring out the products that, to bring out whatever product business that you have in the mind. So I just want to ask about time. How much time do you invest in this product? Like, do you do, like, are there night shift? Are there times where you have to travel the whole night? Since you already mentioned that the machine can be slow, like, so how long does it take for you to make these products? How many products do you make in a day? How many products do you sell from this time you started, and all that?
All right, awesome. First of all, this is what I love to believe in my own philosophy. I call time an illusion. I call time an illusion because no matter how much time you put into something, or no matter how much time you don't put into something, the results may not match with the time that you put or do not put into it. You know, so with so saying, I just say there is no shortcut to hard work. We can't measure what we do with time because we have no control over time, but we measure the input that we do into something, that we put into something. You know, there are times where we have had to travel throughout the night, just to go get our product, to make sure everything is in place. You know, maybe we would have planned to say, I'll do this in 2 hours, but you end up doing it in 4 hours. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying time is an illusion, but it's the work that you put in that there is no shortcut to. There is no way that I can just open the door and find myself in Luangwa. I have to travel a distance. You get, there is no way that if the machine is going to work at producing 5 per 20 minutes, there is nothing I could do at that particular moment. I have to put my hands into something else. So this is why I say time is an illusion. And this is why many people actually give up on what they do, because they think they're losing time. But once you understand to say that what you're doing has a process to your own input, then you'll begin to understand everything that you do. We do break the night sometimes. The most order that we've done in a night is like 150. 150, that's when the machine was being good to us.
Oh. Okay, so at the moment, like, how many sales do you make in, like, maybe in a day or in a week?
Well, we've had good weeks where we've gone like a day we've sold a whole 100. The whole week maybe we sell 300, 400. It's been good, but from the time that we started till now, I could safely say we've sold about 4,000 units.
Okay, so who are your clients? Like, where do you sell these products?
Okay, I'll throw a shout out to Sweat and Factory Gym. They gave us a platform to sell our product there, and the results were amazing. They were really amazing. Like, there is never a point that we went with whatever product. The first day we were like, nah, we're just gonna scout out the market. We picked out like 40. We're like, nah, we're just picking out 40. They were done even before we set up the whole stand. You know, so we're getting good feedback. So it's a learning process. We're learning as well because we're getting feedback from people, because we're open to positive criticism. We want people to tell us what they honestly feel. If they tell us, say it's garbage, better you tell us it's garbage so we improve on it. So it's great. God is really blessing us in that end.
Yeah, it's really important to get a feedback, because then you would know whether negative or positive feedback, it's all good, because you know your strengths and your weaknesses. So before we end, how much do you sell this for?
60 grams goes for 20 kwacha. Very affordable for everybody to actually have it.
Okay, so how many other, do you only have 60 grams or do you have other packages bigger than this?
We have 60 grams right now only, but we're reviewing a kilo because we've also received some orders for people who want bulk. So we're trying to see and work out ways and how best we could deliver to them. But we have packages ready for whatever the market needs, but we started to roll out with 60 grams to see the demand and supply and response.
Okay, so Nick, what encouragement or what can you say to the youths out there, because this is a God-given fruit. You didn't create it from, God gave us this, but you had the initiative to to make it into a finished product, which was, I don't think there's anyone in Zambia, or maybe you are the first, or very few people actually are making this into a finished product. So what advice can you give to a young person out there who's thinking of our local fruits, our local vegetables that we just here in Zambia use, and they're thinking of doing something to them? What advice would you give to the youths out there?
I'll sound like a skipping record. I'll keep on repeating what I say. Passion. You need to understand the passion for it. The mistake that we make as young people, we want to chase after money first. It's always wrong. This is why we always crash, because believe you me, it's not easy, but it is always worth it when you understand that it is passion that you're doing it for. There'll be days that you don't want to wake up and do it. You just have to do it. You know what I mean? And if there is any better way of investment in this nation that's readily available to everybody, is nature. And we're blessed with that. We have fruits that people out there are dying to have. We have them right here, and they're locally grown. Some of them are locally produced. Because right now, the world is at a place where a lot of people are advocating for healthy living. And what's a better place to have healthy products than Africa? And we're blessed to be in South Central Africa, where temperatures actually support to have type of fruits like this, and a whole lot of range of vegetables. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do. You can start with a backyard garden on your own. Don't wait for that big check. It will never come. You will create it. So that's the advice that I could give you. Grind and grind and grind some more. And don't be ashamed of your hustle. Be proud of what you do. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of what you believe in. I always love to give this example. When the person who said, I want to create a cell phone, they said, I want to create a cell phone, they said, you're crazy. How are you going to create this? Because it was in his mind, it was in his heart. It was something that he envisioned. So vision is what you have inside. So as long as you haven't reached that place where you have an idea that people think you're crazy for chasing after, then you're not yet living through your purpose and your fullest potential. So push yourself to the break point, then don't stop.
And there you have it, as you've heard from Nick. Please, let's use our natural resources. Zambia is a very blessed nation. We've got so many things out there. So just make sure you pick what you love and do what you love with the passion. So thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to to subscribe on YouTube, and then follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and join us next time again every Thursday. This is Led by Passion. Thank you.